Hello, and welcome to Small Biz Catalyst. I am your host, Ayiset Abilogan. Join me as we explore ways that we as small business owners can pay ourselves a growing six-figure salary without pulling out our hair. Whether you're a small business owner or an economic development professional, this show is for you. Let's explore together. And if you listen to the end, I will share some grants that might be beneficial to your business. Are you a Texas entrepreneur who's wondered how others are securing funding? Are you curious about the Texas capital landscape? Stick around and we'll provide actionable insights into the state's funding landscape, featuring real founder stories, investor perspectives, and alternative funding avenues. Welcome to the Small Biz Catalyst, the show for entrepreneurs who want to make a 6 or 7-figure income from their businesses without pulling out their hair, and the economic development professionals who support them. Today, we're diving into the funding landscape of Texas, unpacking how startups are securing capital in the Lone Star State. Let's dive in. Texas, as some of you may know, ranks the 4th state in venture capital funding, following California, Massachusetts, and New York. Austin startups raised over $1.12 billion in Q4 of 2023, marking a nearly 10% increase from the same quarter in 2022. The city of Dallas, right here, experienced 195% growth in startup funding, securing over $730 million in Q4. Houston's VC's activity saw an 8% increase in the first 3 quarters of 2024 compared to the same period in 2023. Key sectors attracting investments include cybersecurity, defense tech, and robotics. Now, we've jumped into a bunch of numbers, but what does that mean for you as a Texan entrepreneur? How can you, as a Texan entrepreneur, get funded? And what's actually happening? This episode was actually inspired by a founder in my network, and she's working on a tech company and just trying to really grow our business. And so looking for alternatives and trying to figure out, how do you really grow from scratch, even when you are a serial entrepreneur? Is it real? I feel like for a lot of entrepreneurs in general, that capital almost feels unreal. It feels like it's just for the few. So today we want to look at what we did. Is there something we need to do different? What are those things that we need to access, and how could we access them? And as I was researching this episode, I actually came across an organization called Apptronik. Apptronik is pioneering human-centered robotics in Austin. Founded in 2016 as a spin-off from the UT Austin Human-Centered Robotics Lab, Apptronik is at the forefront of developing versatile robots designed to work alongside humans in various sectors, including healthcare, logistics, and space exploration. In June 2022, Apptronik announced a significant milestone, securing $14.6 million in seed funding. This round was notably supported by prominent local investors, including Capital Factory, Perot Jane, and Great Ventures, underscoring the strength and vibrancy of Austin's angel investment community. According to Axios, this infusion of capital was aimed at propelling the company's mission forward, focusing on launching its flagship commercial product and expanding its teams with top-tier talent. This funding round not only validated Apptronik's innovative approach to robotics, but also highlighted the potential of Austin-based startups to attract substantial investment through local networks. Now, if you're an underrepresented founder, there's something for you too. I wanted to know, while working on this episode, is this only for special cases? Does this apply to underrepresented founders as well? And I was able to dig deep a little bit and found a few things. So, right here, just a stone throw from Dallas, is the city of DeSoto. Mandy Price, a DeSoto High School graduate, co-founded Canaries, a Dallas-based technology platform that fosters collaboration between companies and employees to improve diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging in the workplace. In 2023, Canaries founded. In February 2023, Canaries announced it had raised an additional $5 million in its latest venture funding round, bringing the total funding to $10 million. This milestone places Price among a select group of approximately 30 Black female founders who have raised over $10 million in venture capital, making her Texas known representative in the exclusive club. That's up to you, madam. This is really encouraging for me because I, as an entrepreneur and also as an ecosystem builder, I'm always curious about who's getting the money, where's it coming from, and what are they doing with it? Probably the same questions that you are asking. So Calvin Wadey is another story that I'd like to share with you. Calvin Wadey and Shelby Baldwin are co-founders of Buzz Ambassadors. Now, Buzz Ambassadors is a not Texas-based tech startup founded by Black entrepreneurs Calvin Wadey and Shelby Baldwin. It offers a platform to help brands manage and scale their influencer marketing programs. I want to connect with you guys. In October 2023, this startup received a significant boost by securing a $250,000 grant from Google 2023 Black Founders Fund for North America. This funding aims to support Black-led startups in scaling their businesses and underscores the potential of minority-run tech ventures in the region. Tiffany Riggs, based in Frisco, is the founder and CEO of Acquire, an AI-powered cybersecurity awareness platform designed to help organizations combat phishing attacks. In 2024, Riggs was the only Texas recipient of the Google for Startup Founder Fund for Black and Latino entrepreneurs, receiving $150,000 in funding and $100,000 in Google Cloud credits. Woohoo, that's awesome! This recognition highlights a contribution to cybersecurity and a role as a leading Black female tech entrepreneur in Texas.
Hey there! If you're just joining us, this is Small Biz Catalyst. We would like to invite you into our Tag a Business team. Here's what you need to do. Nominate a small business of your choice, tag them on our website at smallbizcatalyst.org. That's small, BIZCATALYST.org. Tell us your name, give us your email address because that's how we'll be able to tell you if you're a winner or not. And then give us a website to a business of your choice. It could be your business or somebody else's. Once you've tagged a business, you'll be entered for a $25 drawing to a local business of your choice. We'll announce winners every month. And now, back to the show.
Now, we've seen a few examples of startups that have been sponsored by venture capitals here in Texas. I bet you're asking the question, what do they do? What are the investors looking for? Let's jump into that. Texan investors are looking for strong founding team. We're actually going to talk about 5 things that you need to be aware of if you're looking for funding from a Texan investor. The first thing is a strong founding team. Investors place a premium on founders who are passionate, resilient, and possess a deep understanding of their industry. A cohesive team with complementary skills and a track record of execution can instill confidence in potential backers. The second thing investors are looking for is a compelling market opportunity. A sizable and addressable market indicates the potential for significant returns. Investors often look for markets with at least $500 million opportunity, ensuring the startup can scale effectively within its niche. The third thing an investor is looking for is demonstrated traction. Evidence of product market fit, such as user engagement metrics, revenue growth, or strategic partnerships showcase the startup's viability and reduces perceived risk. The fourth thing, scalability and growth potential. A business model that scales efficiently is crucial. Investors assess whether the startup can grow its customer base and revenue without a proportional increase in cost. And the fifth thing that we're going to talk about today is clear exit strategy. Understanding how and when investors can realize returns is vital. Startups should articulate potential exit scenarios such as acquisitions or public offering within a realistic time frame. Now that you've learned the 5 things that investors are looking for, let's look at some regional insights. Now, in Austin, the Central Texas Angel Network, also known as CTAN, emphasizes investments in companies with strong management teams, proprietary assets, and realistic financial projections. They prefer ventures that have moved beyond the proof of concept stage and demonstrate rapid growth potential. In San Antonio, the Alamo Angels, they look for startups with high barriers to entry that have demonstrated traction and scalability. A strong management team and a clear exit strategy are also pivotal. And right here in Dallas, Fort Worth, the Not Texas Angel Network, NTAN, focuses on companies with capable management, scalable business models, and significant market opportunities. They prefer ventures with some level of product development and proof of concept. In Houston, it's sector focused. Houston investors often concentrate on technology, health, and biotech, and renewable energy sector. Startups in these areas that demonstrate strong teams and clear value propositions are particularly attractive. And this information was obtained from Clarify. You can also go to nottexasangels.org or ctan.com to find out more. How could you, as an entrepreneur or a startup, engage Texas investors? We're going to look at 4 things you can do. First one, tailor your pitch. Align your presentation with the specific interest and criteria of the investor groups you're approaching. Aligned interests, a lot of times, help the investor quickly understand and appreciate what you're presenting and align their money with your business. The second thing you can do is highlight local relevance. Emphasize how your startup contributes to or benefits from the Texas ecosystem. Showcase your team's dedication through milestones achieved, personal investment, and strategic planning. And 4, be transparent. Provide clear, realistic financial projections and openly discuss potential risk and mitigation strategies. Let's go beyond the VCs. Let's talk about grants, loans, and crowdfunding. How could you access this capital in order to grow your business? There are several options when it comes to grants, loans, and crowdfunding. A lot of you that have listened to Small Biz Catalyst would hear me on every episode announce at least one grant opportunity. Well, starting the beginning of this year, 2025. So here are some other opportunities. The Lift Fund and People Fund offer microloans and technical assistance. There's also Communities Unlimited, which is a micro lender as well here in Texas. Mass Challenge Texas provides equity-free accelerators and grants. You could also try SBA loans for operating capital and equipment. And then there are also state product development and small business incubator funds for tech commercialization. The SBIR SDTR grant from the DOE and NSF. There are also crowdfunding platforms like Mainvest and Republic that are alternatives to raise capital for your business. So what should every Texan founder know about capital? Pitch tips. Always lead with clear traction metrics. Demonstrate deep market understanding. Highlight the unique value proposition. Consider overlooked resources like your local EDCs, which we'll be featuring throughout our Texas Entrepreneur Ecosystem series. Universities, your local economic development corporations are great resources that are often overlooked by entrepreneurs. And they're local. Most cities here in Texas have an EDC or an EDC partnership. You can also look at your new university commercialization funds. Now, a lot of people in Texas believe you have to be in the triangle, which is Houston, Texas, Austin, or have to be in Austin in order to be able to raise money. Let me tell you something. That's a myth. And I'm quoting, and I don't know the origin of this quote. You need not be in Austin to raise money. Dallas, Houston, and other regions offer robust funding opportunities. And you might want to knock on the door of your economic development corporation to find out resources that you may be overlooking. So we've talked about the capital landscape of Texas. Obviously, we've mentioned a lot in the big urban cities, but there are opportunities in the local community, in the rural communities as well. And a lot of these funding opportunities really are not tied or married to geographic space. If there's an opportunity for your business to connect, you definitely want to do so, whether that's connecting through LinkedIn or other social media in order to get your business the access that it needs to capital. So let's just do a quick recap. As entrepreneurs, we need to diversify our funding. So whether that's lend through loans, grants, angel investing, or VCs, it is important for us to be able to look and explore all options in order to make sure that we're giving ourselves the best chances we need. And then leverage local networks and resources. If you want to start by visiting our website, Texas Entrepreneur Ecosystem, that's a great place for you to find out what resources are available here in Texas. And if you don't see a resource that you're looking for, connect with us and we'll help you connect with whatever we've got in our directory or whatever organizations we can connect you to. If you don't know much about the Texas Entrepreneur Ecosystem, I want you to visit texasecosystem.org today. We want to definitely hear from you on how best we can serve you. But this is a platform to surround entrepreneurs with resources to help them thrive. And as we talk about and explore the Texas Entrepreneur Ecosystem, we will be sharing in the future episodes on the different Texan cities and how they're fueling the next generation of entrepreneurs and startups, what they're doing to invest in the small businesses in their community. And now for the grant section. Today's grant is from Ferguson Cares. There isn't a maximum grant amount and no deadline. To find out more about the grant, you can go to corporate.ferguson.com/ferguson-cares/default.aspx to find out more about the grant. The second grant opportunity is from the Russell Foundation. The Russell Foundation primarily supports organizations serving children and youth in Texas or Florida. For more information, contact John J. Flowers, the president, at john.flowers@therussellfoundation.org. If this podcast has been beneficial to you, please rate or review the show on whatever platform you're listening to it. And if you're feeling especially generous, please leave a comment. Until next time.